Anurag Awasti's Week 17. Fantasy Football Rankings, Top Players and Sleepers. Hey fantasy footballers, it's Week 17 Championship Week. You've grinded all season, drafted sleepers who became stars, and survived the inevitable bye-week headaches. Now only one thing stands between you and fantasy glory: this week's matchups. But don't worry, I'm Anurag Awasti, and I've got your back. In this video, we're diving deep into the Week 17 player rankings, uncovering the hidden gems, the must-starts, and yes, even a few bold predictions to help you hoist that trophy. Whether you're a seasoned veteran or a first-time finalist, this video is your ultimate cheat code to fantasy championship glory. So buckle up, grab your lucky pen, and let's get you those fantasy football bragging rights. Welcome to Week 17 Fantasy Football Rankings. Let's dive into the top players, sleepers, and positional guide to help you secure that playoff victory. Alright, let's talk quarterbacks, the field generals, the gunslingers, well, you get the idea. This week, one name has me licking my chops like a kid in a candy store: Lamar Jackson. Jackson's facing the Houston Texans, a defense that's more porous than a screen door on a submarine. We're talking about a team that makes opposing quarterbacks look like Joe Montana in his prime. I expect a monster game from Jackson, both through the air and on the ground. He's a threat to put up 300 total yards and multiple touchdowns. If you've got him, start him with confidence. He's a league winner, folks. Moving on to the running backs, those bruising beasts of burden who carry your fantasy hopes and dreams. And in Week 17, one name stands above the rest: Saquon Barkley. Barkley's facing a Dallas Cowboys defense that's been vulnerable against the run all season. I'm not saying they're soft, but they wouldn't tackle a wet paper bag right now. Barkley is poised for a massive game. I'm talking 150-plus rushing yards, multiple touchdowns, and enough receptions to fuel your PPR dreams. Start him with the utmost confidence. Now let's talk wide receivers, those speedsters who can take it to the house on any given play. And this week, my friends, I'm all aboard the Puka Nacua hype train. Nacua's been a revelation since entering the league, and he's facing an Arizona Cardinals defense that's about as intimidating as a kitten in a tutu. They simply can't cover him. Look for Nacua to feast in this matchup. I'm predicting over 100 receiving yards and a touchdown. He's a WR1 this week, and you heard it here first. Tight ends, the forgotten heroes of fantasy football. But not this week, my friends. This week we're giving some love to the Las Vegas Raiders touchdown machine, Brock Bowers. Bowers is facing a New Orleans Saints defense that's been surprisingly generous to tight ends this season. And by generous, I mean they've been giving up touchdowns like they're going out of style. Bowers is a red zone monster, and I expect him to find the end zone at least once, if not twice, in this matchup. He's a top 5 tight end this week, and you'd be a fool to bench him. Finally, let's talk defense and special teams, those unsung heroes who can swing a fantasy matchup with a single big play. And this week, I'm rolling with the Philadelphia Eagles DST. The Eagles are facing a Dallas Cowboys team that's been prone to turnovers lately. Dak Prescott has been throwing interceptions like they're going out of style, and the Eagles defense is licking their chops. I expect multiple turnovers, sacks, and even a defensive touchdown from the Eagles this week. They're a top 3 DST play, and they could be the difference between winning and losing your championship. There you have it, folks. My top players and sleepers for Week 17. Remember, these are just my opinions, but I'm putting it all out there for you. Trust your gut, make the tough calls, and most importantly, have fun. It's been a wild ride this season, but now it all comes down to this. Go out there, dominate your championship matchups, and hoist those fantasy trophies high. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more fantasy football insights, analysis, and of course, those juicy, juicy sleepers. Good luck, everyone.